If you want news and rumors that appeal, welcome to the Dusty Wheel. If you want news and rumors that appeal, welcome to the Dusty Wheel. If you want news and rumors that appeal, welcome to the Dusty Wheel. If you want news and rumors.
Hey, welcome back to the Dusty Wheel. I'm your host, the Innkeeper, and this is our live call-in talk show all about the Wheel of Time. Tonight is a special night. It's Holiday at the Inn, if you can't tell. But before we jump into the evening, I want to remind everybody, next Watt Wednesday, right before the end of the year, we're having the 2020 Rewind. Yes, Joe from Talk Around Riyadh, John Fallon, the Dance with Spears on Twitter of Time, and also writer for winteriscoming.net, and then John from Watt Up will all be my guest, and we'll be doing a rewind of this year. It's going to be a lot of fun. Can't wait to do that. That's our only announcement. So let's get on with the show. You just have me. It's just a casual evening with the Innkeeper tonight. So we're going to open the call lines early. Taylor, you can throw that up for everyone. You can give me a call. This is all about celebrating. But of course, thanks to good old The Wheel of Time on Amazon Prime, they decided to give us a little, I don't know what you want to call it, teaser trailer, if you will. So Taylor, do you want to play the teaser trailer that we all saw? And we're going to do a little... see if we can't read between the blurred lines together. So I'm looking forward to doing that. Taylor will throw that teaser trailer up for us. And then once that plays, we'll start breaking this down because I really want to hear what everyone has to say about the translation that the Twitter user, Steven, I think Tiro is how you say his last name. He actually, I think, might be in chat with us today. He posted it on Twitter. And yeah, we're going to have some fun with that. So Taylor, do you want to throw up the teaser trailer for us? Here we go. Let's listen to it.
Donation for the Gleeman.
There it is. So yeah, Taylor, pause us right here. So if you, like I said, did not see the tweet that I sent out, or retweet from Steven, he thinks that he's seeing two names here that are in the blurred section. And as someone pointed out, I think Austin mentioned, Watt on Prime also little hashtag unblur the lines. So maybe they were watching our live stream this morning. And if you did not catch that 2-hour extravaganza, it was Nablus and I and also Tom from Talker on Riyadh, and we spent 2 hours breaking down all the news as Rafe was giving his answers. If you haven't watched that, you need to go watch that. But we did hashtag unblur the lines, and Watt on Prime put that out today. So yes, let's play unblur the lines here. Steven mentioned that he thinks he sees two names here. He has Rand, and then he has Maid. Notably, I guess it was this morning, Tom mentioned that he thought this was also Rand. Now, what Steven said he sees here, if you're looking at those top 3 blurred lines, he thinks he has someone with silver lines through blank their hair, or a blank blank, or a blank, or a big man, a blacksmith, is what Steven has come up with so far. And he said that he thinks the second one says maid, and then it says only, and then maybe silver-haired one is maybe simply the Gleeman. Best quiet down. He's supposed to do one more song. Does anyone else see that in there? That's really blurred. I wasn't able to kind of break that down. But let's go with this translation that Steven's suggesting. Rand asking if they've seen someone with silver lines, or a big man, a blacksmith even. And then a maid saying the only one is the Gleeman that I've seen, and be quiet, he's going to do one more song. That is a question that we have here. If this is Rand, a lot of I know chat said they thought that this might be 4 Kings this morning. If this is Rand looking, it sounds like, if we were going with Stevens here, it's we're going with the idea that basically they've broken up at this part and they're looking for their friends. So yeah, what an interesting translation, Steven. I don't know how you broke that down. I don't know what you did. I'd love to see your process, because I can't see any of that. Well, most of that I have, more blurred line than silver lines than I see. So, but yeah, if you want to give us a call while we're chatting here, as always, you can call us. It's 1-313-825-5968. That's 1-313-825 Talk Watt. 1-313 Talk Watt, or 1-313-825-5968. Taylor doesn't have that up on the screen, so he can't show you. But yeah, if you want to give me your opinion on what you think that is, and we actually looks like we do have one caller already. Let's bring that caller in. Hey, welcome to the Dusty Wheel. Who am I talking to? Oh, I don't know if I don't have him here. Let's see. Now, do I hear you? Try it again. Are you there? No, I can't hear him. So yeah, 1 second. But I'm going to return to the queue and see if we can't figure it out. So yeah, I'm not sure why the call in there didn't work, but we'll have to see if that is functioning while we go here. So I'm kind of curious what everyone's saying here. Yeah, somebody saying, Luck Puddle saying, thanks, Steven. I can see some of it, I think. Leanne is saying the wild hunt would look ridiculous, terrifying as a bunch of bears. Nice. Yeah, so what was that, Taylor?
You need to start the session so Mom can actually...
Oh, yeah, if you... this is the one here, Taylor. You can send this over. 1 second, throwing this out to Taylor to... That's the name right there if you want to give that to her. So, yeah, this is my guess. Stephanie said, my guess it's Lan with the silver in his hair. Yeah, that's an interesting... that's an interesting question that he's looking for him. So... one of the other things that we're celebrating tonight happens to be 100 live streams. So we'll get into that here shortly. I'm kind of curious to those people sitting in chat right now. What is it that you liked most about what happened today? The guitar brought up a lot of questions. Bears. If you don't know what we're talking about, when it's the Bears, you'd have to go watch that story. In fact, Sarah was in chat and was telling a little bit about that. She's talked about it on Twitter. But yes, there is a moment, or was a moment, fans, where discussions of parents speaking to bears instead of wolves was on the table. Now, it doesn't sound like it was on the table for very long, and from what I remember that I saw from Sarah, what she tweeted, it wasn't there, and she made sure that she nixed that. And so yeah, I don't think it was there long, but it does make us all laugh of like what it might have been. That is a great question. Yeah, I'm seeing bears. I think bears is probably like one of the biggest things to come out of today's conversation, and the guitar. Oh, geez. Yeah, there was so much guitar. And ANDROL, awesome to see you in chat here. Please, hopefully you stick around. We have a little section talking all about the music of the Dusty Wheel, and we're definitely going to bring that into the conversation. So, oh yes, Ridima said, F you and your yellow sister was an awesome thing that came out again from the conversation. I like Fieri saying bears playing guitars. Yes. Someone needs to do some memes of bears playing guitars. That would be awesome. It sounds like, yeah, we have it does sound like we have someone on the line, and let me bring him in again here. Let me see if I can hear him. Hey, Derek, can you hear me?
Hello.
There you are. Sweet. Great. I was concerned when I brought you in before that I didn't heard you. How you been? And welcome to the Dusty Wheel.
Hello.
Yeah, can you hear me, Derek, or no?
Check 1 2.
Oh, I can hear Derek, but Derek can't hear me. Okay, so we're almost there. Let's Derek, can you hear me yet or no?
Okay, this is weird. I cannot hear you through. Yeah, I can't hear you through the phone. I got to listen to the stream, so it might be a little delayed.
That's really strange that you can't hear me through the phone. Never had that happen. So, well, by the time you get this question, yeah, just tell me what it is you were calling about, and we'll try to converse that way. If you can hear me in the stream, and it might be a little bit late. So, but yeah, sorry you can't hear me. Let me drop you out of the queue and pull you back in. But first, let's see. Once you get that question, yeah, just tell us a little bit about. You had some guitar comments.
So yeah, I wanted to talk a little bit about the guitar itself. There's some really cool things. All right.
Yeah, go ahead.
Okay, yeah, this is weird. I'm just going to talk and hope it goes through. So,
yeah, just talk.
As a professional guitarist, I noticed that some really specific things about the guitar itself. So, the body and the headstock and stuff are based off of a Baroque guitar from like the 1600s and early 1700s, but they modified it where instead of gut frets that came naturally on it, they changed the strings and frets to match a modern guitarist. Now, if they're using like somebody not the actor to play, they wouldn't need to do this, which tells me that A, the guitar we saw is the one he's going to be playing, and 2, that he's actually going to play it because they modified it specifically for him.
Oh, wow. Yeah, so that's awesome. That's awesome. I'm sorry you can't hear me there, Derek. That's great. That's great news. That's a great piece of information. I feel bad that I can't ask you these questions. So sorry about that, Derek. Maybe jump into chat with us here. I'm not sure what stopped. I don't know if it was just the way that you were connected to the system on your phone. Never had a problem listening to it. So yeah, we'll see if we continue to have this kind of problem with the callers, with anyone else that calls in. So. And by the way, yeah, that was really cool. And like I said, please jump into chat and here on YouTube, and we can continue the conversation maybe there. That'd be fantastic. By the way, for those of you that are watching, like I said, this is our 100th episode, 100th live stream. Technically, I want to say the last live stream was our 100th live stream. That is to say, we went live this morning, so we're just celebrating that. This is technically our 101st live stream, but I appreciate you guys all being here. And we're going to do a lottery at the end of this. I'm going to do some random giveaways to those of you that are here. You know I love to do that. We're celebrating. I have my Santa hat on, so this has to be a celebration, in my opinion. But if you want to give us a call, like I said, it's 1-313-825-5968. That's 1-313-825-5968. And I will, like I said, try to bring you in. I'm not sure if we're going to continue having some audio problems, but what would a live stream be celebrating 100 episodes if we didn't have some kind of issue? So that being said, I want to do a 100 live stream kind of review. So why don't we take a look back at the thumbnails, and I want to say the art of the Wheel of Time, because there's so many artists out there. Ariel is one of them. Obviously, I want to say that Corey, we've used some of his art. We've used a lot of art just all over the Wheel of Time. Obviously, we've used some of Daryl K. Sweet's art. So Taylor, let's take a trip back through. I mean, this is only 76 of them, but let's take a little trip back here through all of the thumbnails of all of the live streams that we've done, or almost all of them. I left a couple of them out. We had a lot of live adaptations, but yeah, that gives you a feel for all of them. Let's play that again. I love seeing that. That was, when I look at that list, I just see an obscene amount of design work that I did. Just so much graphic design work. That's crazy. Taylor playing it again. I like that. There's some favorites here that I love. I see these and it's just like, oh my gosh, that was a good old 16 months of time. Thank you very much for that. I like Rajesh. Steve is the best. Yes. The Steve episode will live in infamy. If you haven't ever seen it, you need to go back. That was crazy. That was a crazy time. And Rob Christensen just said, "You got the skills, bro." That's nice coming from Rob. Rob does the Weekly Wheel News, and he has the skills. I'm just a wannabe. Let's be honest. That's funny that a lot of you are remarking upon the Steve one. I'm going to take note of the Steve one and make sure I just do all the thumbnails just like that, because everyone saw the Steve one outside of all those thumbnails. I obviously did something right there. So, like I said, you can definitely give me a call if you want to chat. Go ahead, Taylor. And Steve is a bear. I love the idea that Steve is the bear. And I love the fact that Rafe, for those of you that were not watching today, Rafe on his Instagram actually answered, I think, 10 questions basically during or right after Amazon did their release. And he mentioned Steve. And again, that just shows the real fan that Rafe is. The fact that he would bring Steve up and as part of his comments. There's little that I worry about when a fan like Rafe is basically, heading the show. So, beyond the fact that we have Sarah with us. And if you're curious, of course, Sarah was in chat today. And if you just go back and watch those 2 hours, she is actually supplementing that whole discussion. It's fascinating. You basically were covering Rafe's questions, and at the same time, Sarah's making some comments, and my guests were making, Nablus is like reading Sarah's comments, and she's having conversations both with, replying to Nablus and then replying to other people that were in the stream. It is one, like I said, I think I said this on Twitter today, it is one of my favorite live streams we've ever done. This is absolutely something that we're going to come back and do basically until the premiere. I'm going to try my best to be available every Watt Wednesday that there is some announcement and do a live stream after that. If that just means taking my lunch break, we're gonna make that happen. I know how much people loved that. It was just so much fun, especially when Rafe and Sarah get involved and engage with the fans. That was amazing. Those 2 hours flew by. Let's be honest. Let's bring in my next caller here. Let's bring him to the show. Hey, welcome to the Dusty Wheel. How you doing?
Hello.
Can you hear me there? Who's this?
This is Taylor. I just
welcome,
I'd call
Taylor.
in and see if the call-ins, if it's working, but it doesn't seem like it is. So I will keep working on that.
Okay, so you can't hear me. That's interesting. So Taylor called in for some reason. The stream, the system isn't catching the audio. How strange. But grateful that we have Taylor with us. That's fantastic. So
that's right. Yes.
Thanks, Taylor.
Okay, I'll talk to you later. Bye.
Bye-bye. Yeah, so sorry about that on the call-in. How strange. We'll try to figure that out and see if we can't make that work. Yes, you haven't seen the Taylor, but you've now heard the Taylor. Taylor, can you want to check my mic too? Can you guys hear me or no?
Your mic's fine.
Yeah, no, I just saw someone mention in chat, so I thought I'd check it out. So Taylor's going to try to work on that issue here with just for a moment here and see if we can't figure out the call-in aspects.
You didn't put any sound on
It's possible again that the call-ins won't work, and that's okay. We'll just keep going. That's what this live thing is all about, right? Joel McDowell said, the call is coming from inside the house. Exactly. I love it. Why don't we jump into... Now, I want you guys all to be around for this. This is a pick out of the top 5 shows. And we had, like I said, 100 live streams. And if you go look at the most popular live streams we had, they are really some of the best shows that we did for the last 16 months. At the top of the list, if you think of just live streams, is obviously our interview with Brandon Sanderson. Brandon's interview with us, that was amazing, even though in that one we did have some technical issues, not to remind everybody, but there were some technical issues. And the second most popular one was the one we had with the voices of the Wheel of Time, Kate Redding and Michael Kramer. That was an awesome one. I can't wait. We're definitely gonna have them back with us someday. That was a fantastic live interview with them. If you missed that one, go check it out. It's one of my favorite also. The third top one was a casting controversy conversation with Fandom and Daniel Green. I don't know if you guys were there for that live conversation we had after Daniel and I dropped that video. That was also one of our top videos. That was amazing. The fourth top one, maybe I should not be surprised, all the changes to the Wheel of Time show with Daniel Green. Daniel has 2 of those top shows with us over the last 16 months. And rounding off the 5th, or the top 5, is Who is Nakomi? A Wheel of Time deep dive. All the facts and theories. So those are our top 5. Now, all of you here in chat, I appreciate you being here. If you stick around, we'll throw you in a lottery, and we'll, like I said, we'll give away some stuff, because why not? So out of those 5, I want to know which one was your fan favorite. So Taylor's going to drop this in. Taylor's going to drop a little, voting poll here shortly. And you're going to pick between 1, 2, 3, 4, or 5. I'll drop that in chat for you to see those, just so you know which ones those are. This isn't going to be... It's probably not going to be pretty. As far as it's from a copying standpoint. But yeah, 1 is interview with Brandon Sanderson. 2 is the voices of the Wheel of Time, Kate Redding and Michael Kramer. 3 is a casting controversy conversation with Fandom and Daniel Green. Number 4 is all the changes to the Wheel of Time TV show with Daniel Green. And number 5 is Who is Nakomi? So 5 is Nakomi, 4 is all the changes to the Wheel of Time, 3 is a casting controversy, 2 is Kate Redding and Michael Kramer, and our top 1 is the interview with Brandon Sanderson. So jump in, vote 1, 2, 3, 4, or 5, and I'm kind of curious which one's going to win out. Make sure you use the exclamation point, vote, plus or space, and then the number of which one of those live streams, our top live streams, was your favorite. This one's hard to vote. I mean, I'm a sucker for the amount of work that went into, I guess the casting controversy. That was a ton of work. I'm going to have to say, just from the sheer amount of work, I'm voting for 3. That was just a ton of work. I remember, just weeks and weeks of trying to get that, studying and get that right. So yeah, I'm loving seeing the votes come in here. This is a really tough thing to pick. Amish Comic said, I vote today's guitar episode. Yeah, that was classic. Yeah, I agree, Delusions. This is extremely difficult to choose from. I don't begrudge you all for having a difficult time voting. I'm seeing a lot of different, numbers show up here, so I'm really not sure who's going to win. Doug Campbell just said, I vote Mirror Worlds. Rajesh said, I vote for Mogi Burr. I agree, Art. Art just said 2 was magical. The discussion with Kate Redding and Michael Kramer is one definitely to go back and watch. It it was just so much fun to have them. They were fantastic. And I agree, Miss Sarah James. 3 was important, but also not the funnest conversation. Yeah, that was a tough conversation with fandom, but it was a good one to have. And all the time that went into that, I think it's one of my favorites, just from a pure time perspective. But Nakomi is that was like my guilty pleasure. I'll be honest. That stuff I love that stuff. So it seems like we're getting to the end of the votes here, Taylor. I'm kind of curious who ends up winning. I'll give you guys. No, you want to give him a couple more minutes? Okay. Yes. Delusions brought up the fact that MATT will live in infamy. That's right. If you don't know what MATT means, then you need to go watch that interview with Brandon Sanderson. That is a moment that will live in infamy for my life. That was amazing. And to have Michael Kramer read that moment and the MATT, I can just hear it. I can hear it ringing in my ear. So yeah, that was that was good stuff. It's hard to not pick the deleted scene as my favorite time. And I remember, if you remember this, when Brandon Sanderson and I did the interview, we did it on April 1st. And I remember so many people they were mad because I said it was going to happen, and they did not want to be the fool. They didn't want to be the fool that others, complained about, that, they would jump in and somehow it would have been a trick. And people showed up and had a good time, but I kind of wonder if more people would have shown up if we had not done it on April 1st. But it was a great joke. I think that's the best way to have done it, honestly. I do not begrudge us for choosing that. And yeah, Mary Frenzy has to go. She's in chat here. Mary is one of our good friends, always part of all the live adaptation episodes. And she is a good old friend from Theoryland days. And really appreciate, Mary, your support. If you're leaving, you won't maybe hear this, or if you don't end up coming back, maybe you can see this later. But definitely wanted to just thank you for your support these last 16 months through these 100 episodes. You, Todd, and Natalia have been so key to just supporting and seeing the growth of the channel. So really appreciate that. I think now is the time. Let's find out what you fans believed was our top episode from our 100 episodes. I don't know what you're all going to pick here. It's going to be 1, 2, 3, 4, or 5. I saw a lot of 1s and I saw a lot of 5s. So yeah, I'm curious here, Taylor. Go ahead and pick our winner and just do it. Let's do it. Yeah, drum roll. Andrew, I agree. We need a drum roll. We're going to fix that for 2021, I promise. Here it is. Our winner. It's really quiet. You can no longer vote. And the answer is 2. Oh, wow. By what? 1 point?
1 point.
No way. What was this? What was the next winner, Taylor?
It doesn't show me, but it was 3.
3. Oh, wow. So congratulations. The top episode from the last 16 months here on the Dusty Wheel, as voted by the audience here in chat, was episode The Voices of the Wheel of Time with Kate Redding and Michael Kramer. And by the way, if you're watching us on Twitter and Facebook and you want to come join in and be part of the lottery, like I said, we're going to do some giveaways here. Jump over here. Hope you've enjoyed the sneak peek into our just Holiday at the Inn episodes. It's really just a casual night of me just chatting with those of you that are jumping into chat here. This is just fun for me before I go spend the rest of the holidays with my family. So yeah, thank you for being here from Twitter and Facebook. We'll say goodnight to you from there, but stick around here on YouTube. We're just halfway through the show, so I'm looking forward to the rest of what we have to discuss. Now, I do want to point out, like I said, we're definitely going to have Kate Redding and Michael Kramer back. I will give them the good news of how you all feel about that episode. But yes, I'm so glad that they won. They deserved it. What a fantastic episode. Go back and watch it if you haven't. I promise you'll enjoy it. Now, like I said, I'm dressed up, little Santa Claus hat tonight. Apparently the phone lines aren't working, so whatever. It'll just me talking to you in chat. Hear myself speak. That's basically what's happening here. Miss Sarah Jane says, go fund me for the Dusty Wheel to buy them an SFX board to add sound effects in real time to the show. That's coming in 2021. I promise you, regardless of a GoFundMe, we're going to get a board in here and we're going to bring some sound effects in. It has to happen. It has to be part of the show. So that's going to be a change here in 2021. And I like I said on Twitter, I tried to put together a little t-shirt, and I need to speak to some of the artists here and find out if me making a shirt, obviously not putting up for sale, or if I make a couple of these copies. I don't want to offend any of the artists that I've used their art for. But Taylor, you can throw this little t-shirt up. This is what it would look like. We're going to give away something like this to some fans. It might not be this. Like I said, I need to talk to some of the artists and see if it's okay for me just to create a couple of these and send them out to just a couple of notable people who have supported the channel. But yeah, I just had fun throwing that into a shirt. Maybe Rob and I can chat about this later. Rob, just ping me on Twitter. We can chat and see what we can do or should do here. But yeah, I thought that'd be a fun little gift for those who, like I said, have really been people that I want to note as far as supporting the channel these last 16 months, especially right at the beginning. And so let's jump into that, Taylor. There is one person I want to call out, and I don't know if he's still here, but I want to call out ANDROL, the Bard of Time. I'll be honest. ANDROL, if you're still here, man, I just want to thank you for creating the original beats that start our show every week. If for those of you that do not follow ANDROL, you should. His YouTube channel is in the description. You can follow him on Twitter. The guy is one of the nicest people. He just cannot stop creating, and he writes songs for everyone in every situation, and it's fantastic. He's such a wonderful human being, and so I want to play a little moment from one of our previous episodes where he live played that original tune for us. I know all of you wanted to know. I mentioned that we're going to, we have another tweak to the intro song. We're going to get to that here shortly. But I first want to play this live clip of ANDROL, the Bard, when he was with us, playing a little Dusty Wheel intro tune. So, ANDROL, give us a little Dusty Wheel theme music here.
Have you had your fill today? Hungry for news, so they say. If you want news and rumors that appeal, welcome to the Dusty Wheel.
Yeah. I love it. That's so great. So yeah, that was some good stuff, right? Oh my gosh. That was amazing. That was one of my favorite moments, honestly. ANDROL, thank you so much for being there live and playing that. I even thanked you over you hadn't finished, but I was so excited that I love that so much. Now I want to. Maybe you don't know this. You've all heard one of Taylor's friends. His name's MICAH. He actually took that original tune that ANDROL put out on Twitter for us, and he added some, lo-fi beats? I don't know what they're called, but he tweaked it to what you all hear for the intro. Right, he took the basic the roots of what ANDROL had done, and then he kind of added some he played with it a little bit. And let's play that one that you're all kind of more familiar with here, which is MICAH's version of ANDROL's tune. Let's play that one.
If you want news and rumors that appeal, welcome to the Dusty Wheel.
So, look, that's fantastic stuff. Like, I think Taylor's dropped MICAH's channel. If you want to go listen to some of the stuff MICAH's done, you can also go follow him at that link, or it's also in the description. Okay, so with that in mind, MICAH and Taylor have been kind of working on, adding even more layers to that beat. They wanted something, I don't know what you'd call it, Taylor, just something a little bit more upbeat. So this is the new twist that MICAH's made or taken with the song here. So enjoy this version, and then I'd love to hear what you have to say, what you think about this latest mix. And make sure to go check out MICAH, like Taylor just said. Go ahead, Taylor. Play this new mix by MICAH.
If you want news or rumors that appeal, welcome to the Dusty Wheel.
Hey, welcome back to the Dusty Wheel.
If you want
So the comments, sorry, I need to have something like playing behind the background. The comments that are coming up here are awesome. Malkier Talk said, play it again. So yeah, Taylor, you want to?
I'll do it underneath. I'll bring it down.
Yeah, Taylor's going to bring it down a little bit. He'll have that playing as I talk about it. The Master of the Deck said, it feels like Matt is staring into my soul. And Rajesh said, I like it, but OG is OG. Totally understand. Yeah, like we're all used to that original mix. But yeah, I like some of these other comments here. I like the cut of Matt's voice at the beginning, but I do not like the new beat compared to the old one, Alex said. Yeah, the voice cut-ins I love. They should add Matt's laugh in the background. That's a good note. I love that. MICAH's Got Talent, hashtag. I totally agree. ANDROL and MICAH coming up with the beats for this. Christine Oakley said, I love this. Scott's, wow. I love Andrew's comment. Sounds like the bar is in a basement. Yeah, exactly. Rob, a little groovy. Yeah, I absolutely agree. So many good comments here. Rita Reborn would love lyrics over the beat. Yeah, that's interesting too. And then Brother Buddha, now we have two babies. And Basil Bannister said, when is the first episode coming out? Yeah, I agree. And Miss Sarah James says, it's got a beat and you can dance with it. Yeah, I kind of wish that you had seen Taylor. When Taylor listens to that, he starts moving. And I can't dance, but Taylor, he can dance. I mean, you've all seen his calves. I think that is definitely part of it. You know, he's just got really well-turned calves. So, you know, that's what happens. The Master of the Deck said, I like them both. If you want to support ANDROL and MICAH, make sure you go check out both their channels. And for ANDROL and MICAH, you both are absolutely going to get a t-shirt here to celebrate the 100th live stream. You both deserve it. Thank you very much again for making the sound of the Dusty Wheel. Really appreciate that. And we might have to use even both of those, the original and that one, to kind of begin and end the show in 2021. Taylor and I are still in discussions about that. But yes, thank you so much, MICAH. That was so awesome that you put the time into this. And Reader Reborn said, so this is the official Watt on Prime theme right now. Exactly. That's how you should think about it. Then I do want to bring up, I want to move on from there. Like I said, ANDROL and MICAH, you're going to make sure you're going to get a t-shirt from that. It's not because I'm paying you for all the work you've done. A t-shirt could never be enough. I just want to celebrate with you. So, and absolutely, ANDROL, if you want to send me, a higher quality separate track, please do. We've always just used the one that we had, and it's always been plenty fantastic. But if there's a higher quality one we can add to it and we can get out there to the fans, I'm sure everyone would love to have it. Headski says, if Taylor's calves are so well turned, he should be on the Leafcast Discord page. I like it. And now I want to mention the two more individuals. This one's going to be a funny one. Our first video, it actually didn't go as well as we wanted it to. There was bad sound issues. It was our first live stream we had ever done. I think the whole thing was running off of my phone, which cut out like 45 minutes in. It was a hot mess, but it was also fun, I'll be honest. And we actually took down the live stream. Because we had to have two different live streams. We pieced them together and put them back up. And then we got some comments on the video. And you would be surprised, or maybe not, to know that one of the comments on that video was by Shansony. Shansony has been with us from the very beginning. And many of you have too. In the second video, I think many of you that are still around made comments to that one. And it's funny, the comments that you made, if you go back and look at them, they're hilarious because I have no idea who you are and you don't really know who I am at that point. So it's fantastic. But Shansony put some comments in there. It's funny because she said you wouldn't be surprised that her comment was, there needs to be 13 Forsaken, period. Cutting the number of Forsaken is a very bad idea. And you can imagine her saying this, and you can imagine her fighting for this. So Shance, I just want to say thank you very much. And also Nathaniel Friday. I believe Nathaniel's still with us. I still see him in the comments from the very beginning. Made a comment on that first video. Just wanted to recognize those that were here from the start. Like I said, I know a lot of you got in here first. And I'm kind of curious, those that are in chat, which video do you remember being the first live stream video that you began with the Dusty Wheel? If I remember correctly, Delusions started somewhere in, I want to say, the beginning of the year. But yeah, kind of curious, who of you have started with us when we first went live with that first video? Or which one did you go live with? I'd love to know. But yeah, for Shance and for Nathaniel, I'm gonna try to reach out to you also. You both deserve, like I said, to celebrate with a little something from the Dusty Wheel, and possibly that T-shirt that you saw that I posted a little bit here earlier. So I will, I'll try to get, like I said, contact you and obviously ANDROL and MICAH, and we'll figure it out. We're gonna commemorate the 100th live stream episode and getting you both or all something. So Dana Lou says she was there for the third one. Yeah, Dana, appreciate it. Or Saint Azul, Dana Zul, or Sena Duel, however I say it now. It looks like Yves, or I can't remember. How do you pronounce Yves? I'm terrible. Your first adaptation video? Yeah, the first adaptation video is probably our third video. I think that's when maybe a lot of people, since like Beth Roberts started at the third video too. So a lot of people were there for that one, it sounds like. I'm trying to see what I missed. Sally was there from the first. Sally, it's awesome to see you. I feel like I haven't seen you in chat for a little bit, so I'm so glad you're here. That's excellent to know. It's awesome. I really appreciate your support. And yes, as Eves, it's Eves. Okay, sorry, Yves, Eves. Thank you, everybody. I appreciate that. I suck at this live stream trying to pronounce things. You all know that. Yeah, and Taylor wants to point out that he obviously was there from the beginning. I'm getting to you, Taylor. You just need to hold on back there. And Austin Moore first, unless it's misremembering. Austin is also old school Theorylander. Very much appreciate Austin, you being there from the beginning. Yeah, a lot of you were, I know, maybe hadn't made some comments, so I definitely wanted to ask. Stephanie started off with the metaphysics one. That's an interesting one to jump into here, Stephanie. That's a good one. That definitely sets a tone for how you basically enter the Dusty Wheel. So, by the way, yes, I agree with Rajesh. It's Watt we mispronounce. I agree. If you want to go back and make fun of my pronunciations, feel free. They're all over the place. And Rajesh just said, hey, Lance or Norm, I want to bring up, move on now to this. I want to thank Norm, right? I think we should all thank Norm. Norm has been with us almost, was really early on in the Dusty Wheel history, and also has been great about calling in to the channel. He is our Norm. Lancer, thank you so much for supporting the channel. Basically just being part of, I want to say, most of our live streams where we had the phone lines open. I think there was a time when I said to some of our kind of frequent callers, like, hey, give everyone else a second. And Norm's been great. Norm will he'll always call in, and then he'll talk to who he found out was my wife. Yes, my wife handles the calls. And he'll talk to her and be like, you can let Matt take some other callers first. I'm willing to wait. I really appreciate that a lot. Lancer, you've been a solid supporter of the channel. And like I said, a solid caller. So yes, cheers to Norm. Everyone raise your glass to him. Really appreciate all of you that have supported Norm. And I love that moment when Norm's on and I tell you he's on the call because chat just explodes. So cheers to Norm. And yes, I'm sorry that the call lines are down. So Norm, you can't call us right now, which I feel bad about. But cheers anyway to Lancer. And like I said, I definitely want to get you a little token of my gratitude to celebrate this 100th live stream. You deserve it. You deserve that. And so I'll follow up with you also, Lancer, after the show. And like I said, it'll either be a 100 live stream t-shirt, or we'll figure out some other kind of way that we can just express our appreciation. So yeah, thank you again, Norm. And, I think that right about now is a perfect time to also recognize, and I did this before, Mary, Todd, and Natalia. You three were the first ones that started the live adaptations with us. And oh my gosh, that was... that's what we did. If you didn't know, like after our first two kind of announcement episodes, we would do the news and we would do live adaptations. That was like the first 2 months of the Dusty Wheel before we started just expanding all over the place, doing basically Wheel of Game Time, interviews with other content creators, covering, theories and such. We did live adaptations and news. And Mary, Todd, and Natalia, they were on the show and they made this... They really made this something special. And so that's something that I will always, always appreciate. The original three jumping on with me, that was amazing. So yes, to you, you three deserve that same token of my gratitude for these last 100 episodes. Much love to my friends, Mary, Todd, and Natalia. And now I want to do a shout out, and I'm seeing a lot of love in chat for them. I agree, Sally. I love them too. Dana Lou, I see lots of hugs there. And Innkeeper's wife, she's a great one too. And much love to Mary, Todd, and Tal, and Brian for sure. And Art just said, yeah, just put the horn blowing back and everything will be perfect. That's right. That's right. If you don't know what Art's talking about, start at the beginning. You got to go back and start at the beginning of the live adaptations. We're all the way through The Dragon Reborn, but you got to start at the beginning. Now, Taylor's going to go start up the lottery entry. For all of you that are here, want to join in, we're going to be giving away, of course, some mugs, right? Because who doesn't need another Dusty Wheel mug in their life? All of you that haven't had a chance to win one. So Taylor, why don't you put an entry out for everyone who wants to join in to win a mug? And what do you know? Let's give away... What's a random number, Taylor? Okay, so Taylor said 3, and I was going to say 5, so we're going to give away 4. How about that? There's some deliberation with a live deliberation with Taylor on the back side of this. We're going to give away 4 mugs randomly to the crew tonight. So Taylor's going to throw a little entry in here shortly into the chat. And while he does that, yes, Brother Buddha said, "Just one gift, really appreciate it." Would you say? So, sure, Brother Buddha, I can do that. Happy birthday to the goddess Linda. Yes, happy birthday. So hopefully you enjoy that. I'm not sure if you'll get that message, but I hope you do. Yes. And I want to also support, by the way, Taylor, did you throw that into the chat there? Oh, did I miss that yet? Oh, there we go. You should see Taylor over there. He gave me the pointed finger because iRaffle was about to show up. And welcome. So it looks like we had a new user jump in. Green Beret 904001. So glad to have you here with us. You got here just in time to enter the raffle. You just have to enter !raffle. Join in here. We'll let that go for the next, 5 or 10 minutes. As we also, I want to give some other people some shout outs here. And these go to the content creators early on that supported us. One of the first people that supported us retweeted our stuff, put it out on their social media. But our first episode going live was Jason Denzel of Dragonmount. Jason mentioned us that first episode. I want to say, Taylor, correct me if I'm wrong, we had about 60 people with us live for that first episode. 65. Okay. So we had 65 live with us. I think the next time we did it, it was like 40. And then the next time it was like 30. But that first one was awesome. And it really came down to people that just supported it and were giving this a chance. Really appreciate you doing that. And you're saying Legendarium also did support us early on. But I want to also call out these three individuals. Sarah Nakamura. Sarah's a good friend of mine, and she's always been really supportive of the show. I think she called in, our second show. I want to say that was right. I believe that's what happened. Anyway, just to say how fun she thought the show was itself, us doing this live call-in talk show for the Wheel of Time. Really appreciate Sarah, and she's obviously been on the show many times. And it's always been fun. We've had a great time doing the Looney's Theories, talking about what she does. She came on one time with Daniel Green, and we spun the Wheel of Game Time. And hopefully we can have her back here in 2021. So, Sarah, thank you very much. Really appreciate you being a support for this channel. And then I want to call out Daniel Green and Nablus. Both of you are you're the top Wheel of Time content creators on YouTube. And you didn't have to recognize what we were doing. There's nothing that obligates you to do that, but you did. I really appreciate the fact that you called in, that you came on the show, and that you liked what we were doing. That was beyond just, fans loving it, other content creators really getting behind it and saying, and just having nice comments about it and telling other people about that. It was really instrumental to other people learning about the Dusty Wheel. So, Daniel and Nablus, thank you so much for being friends of mine and also friends of the channel. This last 16 months has been nice to get to know you both. And again, like I said, being here as participants on the channel and also talking about us, that's really been, it's really appreciated, I should say, because again, none of you ever had to do any of that. So thank you very much. There's so many content creators. It's impossible to call them all out. Someday I'll do an accounting of everyone that's been on the show. You know who you are. Thank you so much for being willing to be part of the show. And with that, Taylor, do you want to, I think everyone I've seen here in raffle is done. Do you want to, let's pick a raffle winner here. If you didn't get a chance, make sure you put in !raffle. This is your last moment to jump into the lottery. We're going to close it up, and then we're going to pick 4 winners here. And then we're going to tie this up. This was a lot of fun for me just to kind of have some memories with you. Sorry, again, the phone lines did not work tonight. I would have loved to have heard your voices, but whatever. It's live. This is what happens. So, Taylor, go ahead and close that thing out, and we will pick our first 2 winners. Then I want to make one last batch of thanks out there. So you go ahead, Taylor, and pick our first winner here. And so good luck to everyone. Sorry, Cody and Tanya and Brandon. I think we missed you there to jump into the raffle. But, Jessica Elrod has won a Dusty Wheel mug. Jessica. So congrats, Jessica. Please do get a hold of me on Discord. The link is in the description. You can find us there after the show, or you can find me on, also, if you will, on Twitter. I mean, you can find me all over the place, but Discord's probably the easiest. You do one more really quick. Congratulations, Jessica. We'll figure that out and how to get you that mug. They're a lot of fun. It's really easy. You just end up sending me your address and telling me what kind of mug you'd like out of the list of mugs. You can find a link to the store if you want to go take a look at those, also in the description. So Congratulations, Jessica. You're welcome. I see everyone wishing her congrats. Yes, very much so. Taylor, pick our second winner here. And the second winner is Duff Gold, has won a Dusty Wheel mug. Duff, welcome. Congrats to you. Hopefully you're still here and you see this. And just like Jessica, please get a hold of me on, in Discord, like I said, or on social media somewhere. But congratulations. We might pick a fifth winner just in case one of these doesn't contact me. I think 2 winners of our lotteries over the many, many months have not. So hopefully you see this and you're still here. And oh, there you are. Okay, great. Wahoo. Thanks, a new beer mug. Exactly. That's cheers to Duff and to Jessica. So that being said, and before we pick our last 2 winners of the night, I want to thank the obvious people in the room that have not been thanked. First of all, much gratitude to my wife, who at first handled the calls coming in, and no one knew that it was her handling them. and there were a lot of people that called in and, maybe thought it was an answering service. I'm not sure what they thought. But everyone's been really respectful, as there was some understanding that this was kind of a family affair around here at the inn. So it was a lot of fun to have her finally get some recognition when people realized the innkeeper's wife was among them and was answering phones. She doesn't have to do it. Right? The Wheel of Time has been part of her life since before our children were born. She's been part of it, even though she's never read the books. She's been a huge part of both the success of Theoryland and of the Dusty Wheel. So many cheers to the innkeeper's wife. You also deserve a little token of the gratitude. You need a t-shirt also. That's right. And then obviously my great gratitude goes to my son Taylor, who you will all get to meet here in, I think, 200 subscribers. Woo! That's right. Taylor will be hosting.
Just subscribe. Let's just get the last 200. Please.
He really, really wants to host his first episode of the Dusty Wheel. And all we have to do is hit 10K, and we're just about there. So yes, we have 200 more subscribers. Once we do that, we will schedule that. And Taylor, my son, will be hosting his first episode. He is in the back. He handles production, does it like a champ. We've had very few issues in the past, 100 live episodes, and we've had a lot of fun on the way. So yes, hashtag Calves of Taylor. Exactly. So to all of you here in chat, please do like this video. Subscribe if you haven't subscribed before, and make sure that you're here for that episode. Thank you very much, Sally. Cheers to Innkeeper, wife, and Taylor. I agree. So hopefully you can all raise your mugs and cheer on the Innkeeper's wife and Taylor. They absolutely deserve all the time that they've put into this. And hopefully many more moments such like this when we celebrate our 200th live episode. Maybe that will be... maybe we'll do that in one full year. We can do 100 episodes in a year, right, everybody? Who doesn't want to do another 100 episodes? And Glenn, you missed the calves. It's still out there somewhere. I'm sure someone can point you in the right direction. Miss Sarah James just said, Hatch family cosplay at JordanCon. Oh my gosh. And yes, to Paul's comment in chat, running an inn it is a family business. I absolutely believe that. If you want to help Taylor get to the hosting opportunity here, make sure you retweet the tweets, go like our comments on Facebook, tell your friends all about the Dusty Wheel, that we're doing live Wheel of Time shows, interviews with content creators, hopefully someday interviewing actual cast and crew here at the Dusty Wheel. We look forward to that moment. And now we've just added live pre and post coverage of What on Prime News, which we did this morning. It was amazing, right? That was so much fun. Like I said, that was, yes, one of the favorite episodes. Again, if you didn't check that out this morning, 2 hours and literally 2 full hours of us discussing what was going on, all with the release and Rafe's comments and Sarah's comments. It was hugely exciting. And yes, thank you to all the comments. You're all very nice. Alex said twice a week, easy peasy. Taishar, Hatch family, I agree. Taishar, to the Innkeeper's wife and Taylor. Yeah, feel free. And also, I'll note this. A good friend, Ethan. You guys maybe remember Ethan from way back at the beginning. Hopefully, he'll be back with us someday in the future. Just a friend of Taylor's that also helped out. I really appreciate his help. Like I said, we'll see him someday soon. And I agree, Christine. I should be on vacation every Watt Wednesday. This is a lot of fun. Okay, that all being said, we're going to tie up this episode. Let's give our last 3. Let's do 3. Let's go back to 5, Taylor. Yeah, let's just do 5.
I mean, 5 is good.
Oh, yeah, we're gonna do 3 more. Let's do 3, right? Not 2. 2's boring. It's just about Christmas. Let's do 3 more here. So let's pick our last 3 winners, and then let's end this episode, and you all can get back to your hopefully holidays with your family, or whether or not you're taking some time off. A new year is coming, and I can't wait for 2021. It's going to be amazing. So Taylor, pick our 3rd winner here. And like I said to Duff, and I think it was Jessica, make sure you contact us. But here we go. Village Mattress, yes, has won a Dusty Wheel mug. Congratulations. That's fantastic. That's amazing. Village Mattress, please make sure to get a hold of us here later at, like I said, in Discord. It's awesome. I'm so glad you won. It's fun to see names of individuals that I also see later on in Discord. And for those of you that don't know, we do an after show in Discord. We just keep the conversation going. If you want to see us afterwards, you can jump in there. We do live just chat in there all the time. We have a couple chat rooms. It's a lot of fun afterwards, especially after huge news drops. Or you just want to go in there and relax with some friends and actually do some of the talking instead of just the listening to me. I mean, I think I've spoken here straight for more than an hour. I think I'm speaking fast. I don't have people around me to kind of slow me down here. But congratulations.
And Miss Sarah James.
And oh, Miss Sarah James just won too? Did I just miss that?
You missed it.
Oh my gosh, Miss Sarah James. How many times has Miss Sarah James won? I swear is that 2 or 3? I don't know. Congratulations, Miss Sarah James. I swear that that is amazing. Merry Christmas to you. That's fantastic.
Am I doing one more?
Yep, and this is the last one of the evening. Congratulations, Village Mattress, Miss Sarah James, Duff, and Jessica. Let's get to our final winner of the night. Here we go. A little drum beat here. And then Matthew Netherland has won a Dusty Wheel mug. Congratulations, Matthew. If your name is new to me, hopefully you're still here and you see this, get a hold of us on Discord. And you can find us obviously on other social media, but if it's only on Facebook, on Twitter, that's fine too. But make sure you get a hold of me. You'll find out I just need your information, which mug you'd like, and we can get that to you. So congratulations, Matthew. Like I said, I haven't seen you say yay yet here in chat, so hopefully we didn't lose you. But yes, congratulations to all of the winners. I may forget all of the winners, so make sure you get a hold of me because I'm going to go celebrate, the holidays with my family. And I have some rapping to do, I'll be honest. So much rapping. I haven't even started yet. I don't know if any of you are celebrating Christmas and if you've wrapped all your gifts, but I have not. So I need to get to that. But yes, congratulations to all of you. There you are, Matthew. So awesome. Congratulations, Matthew. Like I said, hit me up on Discord. You can find the link below in the description. Whew, I think I've said that now. I don't know how many times. So yes, thank you everyone. Brent Weaver, the iRaffle is rigged. Yeah, Miss Sarah James might make you feel like that. That's true. But the wheel turns and apparently just keeps turning for Miss Sarah James, Congrats to all the winners. And again, we will be back next Watt Wednesday talking 2020 Rewind. And I'm sure before then, sorry, Taylor's throwing me a last note here. So before I drop you out, but make sure you're back here next Watt Wednesday. We're going to break down the last year of the Wheel of Time on Amazon Prime. And yes, Taylor wanted me to make a final note here. For those of you that don't realize it, we also do a podcast. The Dusty Wheel does a podcast called BARSIDE Chats. If you've never listened to it, don't worry, it doesn't take much to do. We try to stick to like 30 to 40 minute episodes. They're really random, and we just chat like friends sitting at a bar. Brian's an old friend of mine. We have some great stories. I can't wait until he releases this next episode. It's so much fun. We're answering a bunch of questions you sent us, and we had a blast putting that one together. And we have a couple more episodes coming up. Make sure you go check that out. You can also find a link to Barside Chats in the description. Please go check it out, download them, and leave us a review. We really would appreciate that. That's how other fans will find us. Maybe they're not following this live stream on YouTube, but maybe they'll get inside to what we're doing here through Barside Chats. So please, if you haven't checked it out, what we really appreciate is you do go do that. And like I said, leave us a review. Hopefully you like it. The first episode is like, why would anyone be a dark friend? It's a fantastically funny episode. I love that one. It's great. So yes, thank you, Taylor, for that last note. Whew. And yes, Cheyenne, there are so many podcasts. I agree. It's hard to follow all the content. Totally get it if you don't have the time, for sure. While you're here on the way out, please do like this video and also subscribe if you haven't, and we'll get Taylor up here. He has a lot of fun things planned. And honestly, don't you want to see Taylor mimic me and make fun of me, and then me make fun of him on the backside of this and the production? You do. Trust me. It's gonna be fantastic. So again, back here on Wednesday. Check us out at the after show on over at Discord. And thank you all for following us at the Dusty Wheel. We look forward to an amazing 2021. It's only going to get better. Just think of what we experienced this morning, then make it, tenfold, right? As we get more and more of these teaser trailers, we finally get to a trailer, and we finally get the premiere of The Wheel of Time on Amazon Prime. 2021 will be an amazing year for us as fans. I cannot wait for it to happen. We're going to be there with after shows. We're going to be there with all sorts of live shows and live streams, talking with you all, and it's going to be fantastic. And I see Taylor asking for one more thing here. Oh yes, that's a good point. Whew. We will see you next Watt Wednesday, everybody, for the 2020 Rewind. And as we say around here, for the 100th time, smash to black.
If you want to use the room